What's happening? We got some very interesting inputs recently about the Karpman Triangle, which is a refined version of triangulation that helps us to understand any kind of relationship. Of course, on my channel, I focus on the abusive side, but it again can also be used to describe any kind of relationship because the roles are applicable in any relationship. The role of the persecutor, the oppressor, the bad boy, so to say, the role of the victim, and the role of the rescuer, the savior, the doctor. And all of these roles can be constructive, can be healthy, so to say, so to speak, or natural, I would say. But also these roles can all be very toxic, and I will shed light on this in the near future. I also got a revelation, I got education, thanks to Sam Vaknin or more clarity, about dark personality, dark tetrad, dark dryad. There's a lot of confusion about this because the model describes one and the same thing, but scientists are discussing about what should be included and what not. But what is the essence for me, that it summarizes people, personalities that are dark, and dark personalities are the opposite of what bright personalities are. Bright personalities are agreeable, social, and intoxic. And dark personalities are the opposite of that. They are not agreeable, not social, and toxic. Yet we're living in a society where narcissistic behavior, toxic behavior, can be highly rewarded. The part of this revelation or education, or what is new for me about this dark personalities, is also that it includes subclinical features, which kind of makes it worse. So what does it mean, subclinical? When we have a real diagnosable clinical form of personality disorder, like borderline, antisocial personality disorder, aka psychopathy, narcissism, covert narcissism, Machiavellianism, whatever. We have a form that is so much in your face that these people can't hide that they can't hide it, and that it has a certain effect on their own life and on the life of people around them that is clinically diagnosable. But subclinical means that the features are there, but they are kind of hidden. They don't show so much. So Sam Vaknin called it an everyday sadism, it just means that the people have kind of the traits coming from and the behavior of borderline, covert narcissist, Machiavellinist, and psychopath, whatever. But it's kind of not showing so much. So based on this new knowledge, based on this understanding, in combination with the Karpman Triangle, we can get a much better understanding of what we face in every day, of how abusive situations can be so subliminal, subclinical, subcriminal, but still existing, very real. Yeah, and also about the roles and how there is no clarity in what is really, the victim can be the abuser can be the victim, and the savior can be the doom of the victim, and so on. So we will shed light on this dynamic, as well as what I would consider the healthy form. I will have to work on this explanation, but what I can intuitively tell you already now is, I believe the healthy form of any archetype of whatever role you play is when it is, as with archetypes, you don't choose an archetype and say, oh, I want to be that now, let me be that. No, it's rather there is a situation you are faced with as an individual, and this archetype then takes over. The situation must be challenging, painful, unknown problem, and you solve it in an honest way. You commit to solving this, you giving yourself over to the unknown, and then the archetype takes over. And the same is with roles. This means you don't choose the role. You don't say, it would really be so exciting to be the rescuer here. Oh, it would be so exciting to be the persecutor here. Oh, it would be so exciting to be the victim here. I want to be the victim. I want to be the persecutor. I want to this. No. In other words, you try to stay out of any kind of business in this games people play, the shames people play, the shames people project. No, you try to stay out of that, but the result will still be that these patterns emerge. It can be that people try to coerce you to take over a role and play with things. It gets very deep, especially with narcissists that mirror you. So there will be people that mirror you trying to play your role, or playing games with these dynamics that are, even without trying to add a second layer of deception and mirroring to it, are already very complex. I believe there is no form of control in this. So if people try to do this, playing games with this complex dynamic, they can only get their hands burned anyway, because nobody knows at what time who is a victim or who is an abuser. But yeah, we will talk about this, and what is the most healthy way to deal with this, right? So another train is coming, so I'm stopping the message here. Oh, it's quite silent, so let me try to clarify again. I think sometimes life pushes us into roles, but we should not have an affinity for any role or try to perpetuate staying in a role. And when people compete about roles because they desperately want to be one of the three roles, these people are not good for you. Stay out of these games. And you are not one of the three roles. You might be pushed into them. You might try to save people. You might try to when you try to save someone, it can be that you have to be a persecutor to do so, and it can be that you become a victim by doing so. And this is all the time. Everything is interchangeable in this. So yeah, we will discuss this and sharpen this intuition that I already have, and shed light on this new insight. Dark personality, Karpman's drama triangle, and both healthy, constructive archetypal roles as well as unhealthy archetypal roles. So what is definitely unhealthy is when they fight for staying in a role, when they try to desperately create the picture of a certain role. And it can also be that they internally are sadistically proud of playing the role of an oppressor or persecutor, while to the outside they play the victim and stuff like that. We will go at it. So stay tuned and stay out of trouble.